The most expensive luxury modern homes. Last year wasn't exactly the best on record for the prime real estate marketplace, but even as a certain global pandemic extends further into its second year, things seem to be slowly bouncing back. Manhattan and other big cities made a rebound in 2021 as people slowly returned to an office work, resulting in one of the Big Apple's best years in terms of luxury sales in well over a decade. Some pandemic trends still persisted, though, like the slew of private islands that returned to market, aiming to capitalize on buyers' desire to have a paradisal escape in their back pocket in case of future global crises. Welcome back to another episode of Luxury Obsession. Subscribe to our channel and get involved so you're always up to date with the latest episodes as soon as they're available. One of the biggest changes to look out for next year is the return of buying internationally. As travel becomes more and more commonplace, you can expect sales of more multi-million-dollar listings in major metropolises. As for 2021, there's still plenty of incredible homes to choose from. This is our list of the most expensive homes currently on the market around the world. 1. Willow Creek Estancia, San Diego, California, $98.5 million. Willow Creek Estancia will appeal to many different lifestyles, but it has the most perks for equestrians, who will be drawn to its 27-stall main barn, additional 8-stall barn and sand arenas. Altogether it's a 77-acre parcel and includes a 15-acre lake filled with bass. Also included with purchase is a bevy of sportier amenities such as a tennis court, a 25-foot lap pool and a 2-lane bowling alley. The main home is 15,000 square feet and comes with 6 bedrooms and 7 bathrooms, if you'd rather just kick back and relax inside. 2. Stonewall Farm, Westchester County, New York, $100 million. Stonewall Farm still hasn't found a buyer willing to shell out $100 million. The epic, 740-acre equestrian estate is Westchester County's largest, and has produced the winning horses of 40 stakes races. The owner, Calvin Klein co-founder Barry Schwartz, developed the property for about 40 years to create room for 88 steeds. Just an hour from Belmont Park, the grounds also sport a turf racetrack, round pens, and fenced paddocks. Not to be outdone, the 24,000-square-foot Colonial Manor House, which was designed by New York-based architect Rebecca Rasmussen, offers 8 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms and one of the most impressive libraries we've seen. There's also a 60-foot pool, gardens and a butterfly house in case you get sick of the horses. 3. Padaro Lane, Santa Barbara, California, $100 million. Padaro Lane's biggest perk is its private beach. Situated in the oceanside town of Carpinteria, which is part of Santa Barbara County, it's a location that already feels relatively quiet and secluded. The existing 2,500 square foot home here isn't the grandest ever, so it's really the land and location that you're paying for. The residence sits on 4.2 acres, and the property is zoned to stable up to 9 horses, which is great for the equestrian who wants to start building stables right away. Of course, you can just lounge by your own personal beach instead, that's the more relaxing option anyway. For Little Pipe Cay, 𝐦𝐤𝐬𝐷, Bahamas, $100 million. The COVID-19 pandemic has generated significant interest in private islands as of late. That momentum sparked Little Pipe Cay to relist, this time for $15 million more than it originally asked in 2018. The big draw here is that, unlike many other isles on the market, this one already has all of the necessary infrastructure in place, so you can move in right away. It's a 40-acre piece of land altogether, with a 5,300 square foot main residence that comes fully furnished. Since it's situated in the 𝐥𝐤𝐬𝐷 archipelago, it's not too far off from Miami either, should you want to return to the city for a spell. However, like any private island, operational costs are a factor here. You'll have to cough up about $1.5 million per year to keep it up and running. Build it out into a resort, and the place may just pay for itself. 5. The Atherton Estate, Atherton, California, $100 million. The $100 million listing was for many years the summer home of Doris and Donald Fisher, the founders of clothing retailer The Gap, Incorporated. Over the years additional parcels have been added to the main property, so it's 8 acres of land altogether, a rarity for the area. There are 2 homes on the property, plus a pool house and tennis court, but the beauty of having this much space is that you can develop it into whatever you want. Add an oversized garage if you're a car collector or build another guest house for visitors. Your call. 6. Villa 𝐜𝐨𝐬, Kent, France, $101.6 million. Another year and Villa 𝐜𝐨𝐬 still haven't found a buyer willing to dive in. The Ken estate, which is characterized by a jaw-dropping 164-foot infinity pool, now wears a price tag of about $101.6 million. Instead of a single sprawling mansion, there are 4 houses at about 3,000 square feet surrounding the pool, along with 2 800-square-foot apartments. Each abode carries its own theme, water and light, for example, which is reflected in the design and furnishings. On top of that, the lush grounds offer 240-degree views of the coast, as well as a separate spa area and pool house. Let's be honest, though, it's really all about that pool. 7. El Rancho Tejiguas, Santa Barbara, California, $110 million. There's nothing better than a twofer, especially in the world of luxury real estate. Enter El Rancho Tejiguas. The $110 million ranch, which comprises 3,500 acres on Santa Barbara's Gaviota coast, comes with not one but 2 homes. Villa de la Costa and Villa del Mar both span more than 10,000 square feet and collectively offer 10 beds, 22 baths, 2 pools, wine cellars, bars, and theaters. The real draw is the acreage, though, which features avocado groves, persimmon orchards, and plenty of cattle ranges. With barns, crop storage areas and water storage reservoirs, you'll have all you need to support about 200 animals, plus a visitor or 2. 8. Steve Wynn Mansion, Los Angeles, California, $115 million. Casino mogul Steve Wynn relisted his Beverly Hills digs this year at a price cut. It was originally put on the market for $135 million in 2020. Nevertheless, the property is a significant piece of real estate, with a 27,000 square foot home and 2.7 acres of land. Wynn's shopping it for significantly more than he originally paid, a mere $47.8 million in 2015. Like the former executive's glitzy Las Vegas properties, the residence feels a bit like a resort, complete with a tennis court, swimming pool, and pool house. It's not the only home that he's shopping at the moment either. Wynn also relisted his Vegas pad this year for $24.5 million. Care to roll the dice and make him an offer? 9. In Green Gables, Woodside, California, $135 million. Sometimes it pays to keep it in the family. Take Green Gables, for instance. The storied home, which was originally built by banker Mortimer Fleischhacker back in 1911, has been passed down in the family for generations, and is now priced at a hefty $135 million. Located on 74 acres of land in Woodside, the estate comprises a main home designed by architects Charles Sumner Green and Henry Mather Green, along with 6 other dwellings. Altogether, the place has 32 bedrooms, plenty of spots for entertaining, and even a Michelin star pub. The grounds are the real star here, though. The acreage includes several bike and hiking trails, along with picturesque lakes and gardens, plus a tennis court and an outdoor pool. 10. The 79th floor at 432 Park Avenue, Manhattan, New York, $135 million. It's been an eventful year for 432 Park Avenue. The Supertall has always garnered criticism for its design. Architect Raphael Viñoly was inspired by a metal garbage can, after all, but this time, the ire came from within the building itself. In a report, residents spoke out about structural issues that made the 1,396-foot tower feel less than luxurious. Complaints included flooding, stuck elevators, and noise. In September, the condo board sued the developers over these problems. It should come as no surprise, then, that some owners are calling it quits. One example is on the 79th floor, where a unit listed this year for a whopping $135 million. Unlike other overpriced apartments in this building, there's some case to be made for the asking of this full floor offering. It's designed by Japanese artist Hiroshi Sugimoto and represents his first interiors project in New York City. The photographer sourced many of the materials used for the wabi-sabi-style home from Japan, such as ancient cedar, planks from Yakushima Island, and stone tiles from Kyoto tram stations. What's most notable is the permanent art installation that comes with the 8,055 square foot residence. Dubbed 𝐦𝐤𝐬𝐿, or floating inner garden, it's comprised of 2 bonsai trees standing opposite one another. And with that, we've reached the end of this episode all about the most expensive luxury modern homes. Which home would you love to purchase for yourself? Get involved and let us know in the comments section down below. If you enjoyed this one and found it helpful, remember to leave a like on the video and to subscribe to Luxury Obsession for even more amazing videos, just like this one. Thank you for watching and we'll see you in the next one.